What's up, guys? I'm just a gamer and I'm back with another video. As you've probably no doubt heard, Square Enix has basically just sold off 3 of their studios to the Embracer Group for $300 million. And their reasoning for that was so they can invest more in blockchain, NFTs, AIs, and cloud. Now, the AI and cloud, okay, yeah, I mean, I know cloud gaming is like a big thing now, but the whole blockchain NFT things,
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
oh god, that seems like such a stupid move. And honestly, a series like 2 IPs like Tomb Raider and Deus Ex for only 300 million. I know they have apparently like the sales to date records of the Tomb Raider game, but even then, like 300 million for the not just these two alone is kind of blows my mind because I don't think they know what they've sold. I mean, yes, they've just sold off Deus Ex and Tomb Raider, but they've also sold off rights to games like The Legacy of Kain and the Avengers, Marvel's Avengers, and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxies. They basically just like, do they not know that they just sold these games off? Do they? I mean, I'm assuming they they know. I mean, and that alone is boggles my mind that it's only 300 million they're getting for this. I mean, yeah, Avengers, Rocky Ride, even now it's still a bit there, but I'm sure there's plenty of the game made plenty of money. I'm sure it did. I'm like with people buying and stuff, and microtransactions. I'm sure that money made out. But even then, from that template, they could have made an Avengers 2 and made the game much better. Guardians of the Galaxy was actually a great hit. Like I was honestly surprised by that game. That game blew my expectations out of the water, honestly. That being said, I did run into like me playing the game, I ran into a bunch of bugs at the back half of the game, like near the very like few hours of the game. My game, for whatever, like on a Series X, was like crashing, almost unplayable, frozen lag. I was like trying to play a PowerPoint presentation. It was bad, but overall, I did like the game and it was really good. But yeah, and yeah, again, Legacy of Kain, I know that's a little pull from back catalog, but that's actually a beloved series. I actually remember playing a lot of those games in the past, and I could see it being revived. It's just they haven't done anything with it. But yeah, it just blows my mind that for 300 million, Embracer Group is, in my opinion, Embracer Group, they're making out like a bandit. This is by far the weirdest, maybe stupidest move I've seen Square Enix make. I mean, this is just mind-boggling to me that they let all these games go for just 300 million. I don't know. But again, that's what everybody else is really talking about, and that's like, how again they basically wanted to, they got rid of those studios and those games so they can focus more on blockchain, NFTs, AIs, and cloud. And that's just okay. Yeah, whatever. I guess that's the focus a lot of other people are focusing on. But I want to know about Embracer Group. Embracer Group, I believe they started off as THQ Nordic, was it? Or was it Nordic and then it became THQ because they bought. Point is, they actually have a big catalog of developers under their belt. And just to name a few, I mean, they have the people behind Biomutant, which is THQ Nordic, which is also Darksiders, Remnant of the Ashes, Deep Silver, which is, I think, Volition, and Saints Row. And I actually have notes here. They also Saber Interactive with the Metro games, and Aspire, who's making the KOTOR remake. So this company has some pretty big games under their belt, some pretty big companies, developers under their belt, and I'm wondering, is this a good thing for these studios that Square Enix just gave off, which should be, again, Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Montreal, and Square Enix Montreal. And I'm wondering if, you know, within this group, they're going to have more freedom and more ability to do what they want with games, or what's the future for them under this new umbrella, under this new organization? That's my wonder. I know everybody else is focusing on like the 300 million for NFTs and blockchains. I know a lot of everybody else is like going on about that, but I'm wondering about Embracer Group. I mean, these games, quite a few of these games have a pretty good track record, and I know I am not the only one who is super excited about the KOTOR remake. I mean, come on, I know a bunch of people are excited for that. So I'm wondering, will this new being under this new umbrella be good for these companies? I mean, I'm assuming they're going to be renamed, because there's no way they're going to stay named Square Enix Montreal, whatever. So I have to assume at least that one's going to be renamed. Crystal Dynamics will probably keep theirs. Eidos Montreal will probably keep them. Probably the Square Enix one will change. So yeah, I'm just wondering, what is the future of these companies under the Embracer Group? Are they going to be liberated, stifled? I mean, again, from these catalog of games, I can say that the Embracer Group is not afraid to give games chances. I mean, look at Biomutant. That was a pretty ambitious game. It reviewed averagely, I want to say. I haven't really looked into it. I never really played it. I'm pretty sure it got like average to middling reviews, which is not to say it's bad, but it shows that they're really, like, the Embracer Group is willing to let, take risks with new IPs and stuff. So, I mean, maybe this is for the better. Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this will allow Deus Ex, who we haven't seen in a while, and I actually really liked Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. I actually liked both those games. Maybe we'll get a new Deus Ex that'll be much different, and they'll actually allow them to make a Legacy of Kain game. Now that they basically own the rights, they can give it to one of these companies. And obviously, Marvel's Avengers and Marvel's Guardians, Guardians for sure is getting a sequel. There's no way that game's not getting a sequel. I think it did much better than people expected. So yeah, again, I know people are focusing on the other part of it, but I'm focusing on Embracer Group and what they could do for these developers, and what they can mean for these IPs, the old IPs that they haven't been using in a while, such as Legacy of Kain. But yeah, those are just my two tidbits on this. I just wanted to get these thoughts out. And yeah, again, Square Enix, man, whoa, man, what were you? I don't know. It's like, I feel like this is the stupidest thing you've ever done. It's so ridiculous. I just don't know what you were thinking. Don't know what you were thinking at all. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Please, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or comment down below. I'd appreciate any feedback. Follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, take care and have a good game.